Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys all for coming back, and if this is your first time here, you're welcome as well. My name is Virtue Grace. Have you subscribed? No? Go ahead. Thank you guys. So following the video uploaded the other day about the tech innovations sweeping across the continent, of which we are all excited about. A lot of you gave me information about other similar projects that are being implemented across the continent, and many of you particularly called my attention to some innovations in Ghana, Nigeria, and those are the things I want to talk about and share with you guys today. You know what? I'm so excited, and I love the energy with which we are all, involving ourselves in telling the African story, sharing our wins with the world, because you know what? We can only do that ourselves. Nobody is going to tell our stories for us. We have to tell our stories by ourselves. Remember what Chino Achebe said, that until the lion begins to tell his story, the story of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. So we have to tell our own story ourselves, okay? From the perspective of Africa, by Africans, to promote Africa. So what am I saying in essence? So this week, Nigeria unveiled a prototype ventilator. This prototype was developed or produced by the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure. This is an agency under the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, and in the wake of the pandemic, the agency came together, assembled a team, and I think in the space of under 7 days thereabout, they came up with this prototype ventilator, which of course is going to undergo some scrutiny and modification and all of that in order to secure the approval of the government, and then of course they'll go ahead to produce a mass.
NASENI, an agency of the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, to answer the clarion call of Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to see how we can use our own technology, our own engineers, our own scientists to develop equipment that will assist the country in containing the COVID-19 pandemic and indeed other upcoming health challenges in the country. I am very glad on behalf of the Minister, Dr. Gwanaonu, to congratulate NASENI for the manufacture of this prototype ventilators, which I understand they are mobile. This has in no small way improved Nigeria's capacity to contain this virus that is plaguing every nation. We are going to interface with relevant agencies of government and ministries to ensure that NASENI is empowered to manufacture these large quantities for distribution by various.
So time has finally come for us to start being self-reliant. We do not have to wait for people to come and give us all those white savior mentality. We are gradually shifting away from it. Guys, I'm excited. Really, I am. And I'm so happy with the response that countries in Africa are beginning to take in the wake of this pandemic. We are beginning to look inwards, like I've always said. It didn't stop there, guys. Going to Ghana, I also discovered, or like you guys shared with me, I went to search and I discovered that actually somebody in Ghana also came up with a prototype. So he produced a prototype ventilator. Can you see how responsive we are as Africans? But for a long time now, we've allowed these potentials in us to lie fallow because we've always believed more in Europeans. We have always believed more in foreign support from somewhere. We didn't, it seems to me like we didn't know we had these potentials in us until adversity has hit us. And I think they always say adversity is the true test of character. So this adversity, COVID-19, has tested our character, and in the wake of this harsh global reality, we are beginning to look inwards and get innovative and manifest our potentials and our technical ingenuity. Very soon, the way I see, Africa will not need to import anything from anywhere. I see that and I believe it, and I will keep saying it. We have all it takes. Innovation, civilization, whatsoever you call it, began in Africa. Forget all the lies they've told us over the years that technical innovation, scientific discoveries and all of that started from somewhere. It's a lie. All of this started in Africa, back in Egypt, Kemet, name it. So we are taking back our rightful position. And the exciting thing about this is the fact that we are all coming up with these prototypes and all these technical innovations using locally sourced materials. So we are not going somewhere to go and import spare parts or bring stuff out. We are looking around us. This only reaffirms the fact that there are a lot of resources lying fallow around us. Diverse resources abound on the continent of Africa. And if we can just look, more critically, look more keenly, we are going to discover and harness these diverse resources that abound on the continent. I mean, we are looking inwards, utilizing locally available materials to come up with prototype ventilators that are scarce now. Even developed worlds are looking for ventilators, but we are now looking inwards and developing what is specific and would I say useful for us within our context in Africa. We are taking into consideration our specific needs. I shared with you the other day how the Kenyans produced a prototype ventilator that can use car batteries, and that's taking into consideration the power challenge that we have on the continent. So now we are becoming more responsive, taking into consideration our specific needs on the continent and developing local solutions to meet our needs. I mean, that is what it's all about. That is how technological advancement starts. That's how industrial revolution starts. And very soon I see an Africa that is industrialized. Have I also mentioned that in addition to the prototype ventilator that Nigeria has developed and unveiled to the public, Nigeria also developed some safety tunnels. So in a bid to curb the spread of the virus in public places, they've developed this tunnel which is going to serve to disinfect individuals as you go into public places or go into specific organizations, into offices, and all of those places that people congregate in large numbers.
We commissioned this prototype project on behalf of Nasimi and the ministry. Let me first commend this very important initiative that supports the federal government's ongoing efforts, to contain the COVID-19 pandemic in the country.
Okay. Yes, you can come. Yes. So, Honorable Minister,
this is so creative and innovative at the same time, taking into consideration our dire needs at the moment. We are not only producing prototype ventilators, which we are going to, of course, scale up production in large numbers on approvals, but then we're also producing face masks. I also shared that story with you in my previous video, so a lot of you reminded me of the fact that other countries are doing it, and someone told me Cross River State, Nigeria has produced face masks in large numbers. You didn't mention it. And guys, I checked. Honestly, that must have been an oversight on my part. I checked, and Cross River State, Nigeria has a huge garment factory which has now been converted into mass production of face masks.
You can see the design for the mask being done right now, and then they're going to cut it up. You can see the ones that's been cut up already right here, the design of the mask, V-shape according to our faces. There's one being done right now. It's going to be doubled up and it covers the face, and then you have the elastic on each side, just like what I've got here. And you can also see that we're maintaining social distances. You see that everyone that's sewing is at least 3 feet. Now let me show you how we're doing the 3 feet. You'll notice that this lady sitting here, we skipped a machine to maintain the 3 feet, and then she sits. Then we skip a machine also here, and then the person sits. We skip a machine and the person sits. So we're maintaining social distancing, and everybody working here, just so you know that your gloves, masks are not contaminated. Everybody here has got blue gloves on and a mask on. So we are not contaminating what we're sending out to the public. But that doesn't mean that when you get it, you still have to wash it, disinfect it, and then use it. And also you're supposed to use it daily, wash it every night, have it ready in the morning, and put it back on. So that's what we're doing here. We're working on the masks round the clock. His Excellency has done a fantastic job. Very exciting, very happy. Cross River State will be COVID-free, thank God.
And these face masks produced have been distributed to residents of Cross River State free of charge, because the government has now issued an order: no face masks, no movement in public places. So for you to go out in the public, you must have your face mask on. And of course, the government has provided those face masks, so you have no excuse. I mean, I love Cross River State Governor because he's a very responsive governor. We fondly call him our digital governor, because he doesn't take chances, he doesn't slack. I've lived in Cross River State for about 2 years, so I know what I'm saying. It's not hearsay. He's a very responsive governor and very much in tune with, you know, current trends and all of that. So thank you, Your Excellency Governor Ben Ayade, for these initiatives, giving face masks free of charge, guys. And this is, for me, this is huge, because like I mentioned in the previous video, when this COVID-19 hit Nigeria, face masks were in short supply. People could not even see face masks to buy. The ones that were even available were so pricey that a lot of people could not afford them. So in addition to Cross River State mass producing and distributing these face masks to, you know, residents of Cross River State, I got the information that in Aba as well, face masks have been produced in large quantities, you know, and they're available in the market for people to buy. You know, safety is very, very important. We can only play our part in this time to contain the spread and to help flatten the curve. Government is doing so much, but there's also a part for us to play as citizens of our different countries. So I love the fact that even individuals are not left out, or, you know, in the efforts to respond to this pandemic. Individuals are also taking initiatives now to supplement the government's efforts in providing protective gears and to help prevent the spread of this pandemic across the continent and in our specific countries. So thank you guys. Like I always say, opportunities are bound for us now to utilize. For those of you who have been looking to do business in Africa for a long time, the time is now. Think no further, procrastinate no more, start making plans. As soon as the global travel restrictions are lifted, make your way home. Come back. Mama Africa is waiting for you to welcome you with open arms. Okay, so that's pretty much all I want to share with you guys in this video today. Do you have any stories you want to share with me so I can amplify? You know, drop a comment for me, send me an email. My email is in the description box down below. Send me an email with, you know, video clips and pictures of those amazing stories you want me to amplify on this platform. Let the world see that Africa is not sitting and waiting for a savior to come and help her. We are taking responsibility and doing things to meet our needs. Okay, so share your stories, and if you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and the bell beside it so you get notified each time I upload new videos. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.